What's going on, family? What's going on? It's your boy Derrick Casey coming to you live from Dallas, Texas. Super excited to be on here. I know I haven't been able to be on social media as much because I've been at the JOB training new salespeople, so it's been taking up a lot of my time. And I truly missed you guys. You know what I'm saying? I really miss being on the videos and bringing some value to you. And since today is Sunday and I'm off and the day is family day, I was like, you know what? Let me shoot a quick video for you guys and share some value with you. All right, share some value with you because I see a lot of people now, and especially during this time, this pandemic has been tough. This year 2020 has been tough on so many people. Millions of jobs lost. You know what I'm saying? I mean, business is closing down. We in a recession right now, so we about to see some things happening in the next few years. I mean, a lot of things are going to change. And the one thing is, you got to prepare for war in the time of peace. So while things are kind of right here, right now, it's time for you to start game planning on what's next. And one mistake I see a lot of people make is that they wait until things happen to try to think of a game plan when they in the midst of chaos. And I want to be able to kind of give you guys some tips, some things to look into that's going to help you start preparing yourself now. So that way, when these things start to change, when you start seeing taxes go up, when you start seeing inflation, which you're already seeing, when you're seeing all of these things happening, you already 10 steps ahead of that, right? You already 10 steps ahead of that. And that's the reason why I want to talk to y'all. And y'all see in my title, anytime right now, because right now, guys, there's an explosion happening in the home-based business industry. Whether you want to believe it or not, whether you want to believe what you see on Google or in your mind, it's one of them things or whatever, there is an explosion happening in the home-based business industry, okay? And there's several reasons why on that, right? But you got to stop looking for opportunities that are the easiest opportunities or the ones that, quote unquote, make you the most money, right? You got to stop looking in that, because I think a lot of people have the wrong mindset when they look into these businesses, because we all want to make extra money. I mean, that's the reason why we start home-based businesses, right? But you got to find something that makes sense, right? Because usually what makes sense makes dollars. So you got to find what makes sense. And that was something that happened for me. You got to find something that's a one size fit all for everybody, right? Because in business, right, you're going to come across different personalities, different backgrounds, different learning curves. You're going to come across all of those things. So when you look into an opportunity, you got to look into it and say, is this something that anybody can do? Is this something that anybody can do? Is this something that can benefit everybody that I talk to? You know what I'm saying? You got to give yourself more of a chance to be able to, when you share an opportunity with somebody, that it makes sense for them, that they can actually see themselves like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, right? And that's something that I had to look into. I've been in this industry for 6 years, right? I bounced from company to company. And I went to companies because if I seen somebody that was, making money pretty fast, I was like, oh, that seems pretty dope. So I would go hop into it. But I didn't see the same results as those people. So for 6 years, I wasted time chasing the easy opportunity. I wasted time chasing the fast money. And the one thing you got to learn is that fast money don't last. Fast money does not last. You can make it, and just as fast as you make it, it's gone, right? But I wanted to find an opportunity, a vehicle that truly made sense. And I was like, man, I kept tripping. I almost gave up on this industry because I was just tired. I was feeling burned out, all of these things, until I found this opportunity, man. And I've been with the same opportunity, guys. I've been sharing videos. I've been sharing testimonies, all these things for the last year and a half. That speaks volumes, because most people in this industry don't even last 90 days in an opportunity before they decide to quit or jump ship. Okay. So when you got somebody that's telling you they've been with the same opportunity for a year and a half, in March will be my 2-year anniversary in the same opportunity, that should tell you that this opportunity I'm sharing and telling y'all about actually works. It actually works because it's relevant for the times right now. Okay. Because we got a lot of people that's struggling financially, and and guys, I'm going to tell you right now, if you are not in the financial literacy game right now, you are truly missing out, because there's so many people right now. Think about it. for years to come, if you didn't come from a wealthy family, you didn't get taught the rules of the wealthy and how the money game works. We've been on the other side of the money game and losing for so many years. The schools haven't taught us financial literacy. If our parents didn't come from a wealthy family, there was no way for them to teach us financial literacy, talking about how to overcome paying, taxes, you know what I'm saying? How to leverage your credit, how to make sure you ain't got debt, how to truly invest so that way you don't fall into the statistic of people at the age of 65 that don't even have $5,000 saved for retirement, right? So we never got taught those things. So in the financial literacy world, guys, being able to expose people to this information that has kept the rich keep getting rich and the poor keep getting poor. We heard that phrase. Now being able to have your hand on the very information that has held that phrase true for so many years is something to really think about, okay? And like I said, I'm not here to knock any other opportunities, but here's the problem that I see. When I was in other opportunities, guys, and I kid you not, they teach you how to recruit. They teach you how to sell products and services. They teach you how to make money, okay? Which is great because that's why you start a home-based business. But man, there was a bigger picture. There was a bigger picture that I was missing out on that nobody shared with me. And I was like, man, and I look back now that I have the vehicle and I have this information, I look back over my 6-year journey and I'm like, damn, ain't nobody ever shared this with me. And no matter what company I've been in, nobody really shared this information, the rules of the wealthy and how the money game works. Nobody told me those things. And I see a lot of entrepreneurs online right now that have no clue. I was working a job the whole time that I have had a home-based business and never took advantage of the tax benefits that come along with having a home-based business. So the whole time that I had a home-based business and I was working it, I was still overpaying in taxes at my job. And the reason being was because I didn't know how to fill out a W-4 and adjust it the correct way. And I didn't understand, the how to lessen the money that the government taxed me on and how to turn my expenses into deductions. Nobody showed me those things. So the whole time I'm over here working my butt off to recruit and build the business. Meanwhile, I'm over here leaving money on the table. And a lot of entrepreneurs are going through that right now, which is the reason why I get so excited to share this opportunity with you guys, because it makes sense. See, the thing is with this opportunity, guys, and just to give you a brief overview, and tonight and for the next probably like week and some change, we're going to be sharing this information for y'all to look into. We're not here to beg you. We're not here to plead with you. We're not trying to make you or sell you on anything, right? Make you do anything or sell you on anything. But we want to share some information with you guys that can be very beneficial to you, okay? Because if you haven't heard of this company called MWR Financial, man, I'm telling you right now, you got to stop and you need to listen in, okay? You got to check this information out. Because when you get an opportunity from a company that's a full financial solutions company, okay, that gives you everything you need to succeed like a financial expert without having to become one, that should pique your interest. Because we have an opportunity, guys, with a team of licensed experts and agents that are going to help you in a few different areas. So the first area that we want to focus on, right? And let me just backtrack. Let me backtrack before I even dive into that. What we really want to focus on, there's this phrase called income shifting. Okay? Income shifting. Before joining this opportunity, I didn't understand that phrase. But now I have a full understanding. Income shifting, what is it? It's the strategies that we use to help hardworking people take their money back away from the government, the banks, and big business. All right? I want y'all to understand that. What do I mean? Well, first things first, if you are a W-2 employee and you work, you know the phrase where they say the more money you make, the more money they what? They take, right? That holds true. So how many times have you been at your job and they say, hey, we got overtime, and you went to work overtime, and all them extra hours you put in didn't really reflect in your check because the government was taking more, right? So for all this time, we've been overpaying in taxes and not having the strategies or the information to teach us how to stop overpaying in taxes. Stop overpaying in taxes. So the cool part about it is that you start a home-based business. Because you got to understand this, guys. The tax laws were never created for the employees. They were created for the business owners. All right. So the difference is that if you're a W-2 employee, what do? You work, you pay taxes first, and you live off of what's left. And if you think about it, we at the end of the year. We at the end of the year right now. If you take a look, if you are excited about a tax refund, I'm probably going to tell you to just stop being excited about that. Because if you look at your W-2 in all the year that you worked and see how much you paid in taxes versus how much money they going to give you back on a refund, it doesn't even match up. It doesn't even come close. Okay? So why would you want to continue giving the government your money tax-free to get a percentage, a very small percentage of your money back? Well, if I'm already overpaying in taxes and I'm not seeing any of that come back, I don't want to give the government no more than what they need. So how do? You start a home-based business. When you start a home-based business, now you switch the game up. You switch it up. Because now when you become a business owner, you can keep more of your money up front. This is ideal for the W-2 employee. Listen up. Because when you start a home-based business, the IRS states in the tax laws that if you have a home-based business and you have the intent on making money, they didn't say there was a certain amount of money that you had to make to get these tax benefits and write-offs. They said you had to just have the intent on making money, which means that all you have to do is open your mouth and say something about your opportunity. That's intention. Okay? Then you have access to over 400 tax deductions, things that you already spending your money on. So why is that so beneficial? Well, guess what? Right now, as a W-2 employee, you can't write off your rent or your mortgage. Right now, just as an employee, you can't write off the miles that you drive to and from work. You can't write off the meals that you pay for or the trips that you take just as an employee. So right now, you're literally just throwing money out the window. However, when you start a home-based business, guess what? You can now lessen the amount of money that comes out of your check by putting an additional $300 to $600 or more back into your regular paycheck. How many of you guys would love to have an additional $300 to $600 or more back into your paycheck from the money you've been overpaying to the government? Guess what? Even though you have a home-based business, to get your money back from the government doesn't require you to recruit anybody. Doesn't require you to recruit anybody. I think about that. You get your money back from the government, okay? Why is that powerful? Well, when you can keep more of your money up front and you're not overpaying in taxes, guess what? You can now maintain your business. I'm telling you right now, the thing is that people get started in business. If you are solely focused on recruiting, selling products or services to generate income, to maintain your business, when you hit those walls in your business and you're not making money, but you're seeing money go out every single month, what do you think that the first thing's going to go when you need to make changes financially? Your business is the first thing to go. Because the first thing you're thinking, if you're paying this money out monthly, but you're not seeing anything come back, that is a liability. That's a liability. And the thing is that when you are in a business, guys, you have to be able to generate income. So the easiest way to do it, guys, is start a home-based business, get your W-4 adjusted and filled out for you, which is what we offer here with our enrolled agents with the IRS. They do all the work for you. You take that back to your job and you file that, And now, guess what? On your very next paycheck, you'll see an increase. That means you're already in profit mode before you even go and share this with anybody else. That's something that's truly powerful. That's truly powerful. How can you be in profit mode without really recruiting people? I see people in other business say it all the time. Oh, you can make all of this money without having to recruit. But at some point, they got to recruit to make some type of income. They got to put information out and drive people to see what they're doing. Even if they got somebody on the behind the scenes that closed the sales or whatever, they still got to go out there and start generating people, and they got to get leads. They got to do different things, even though they're not closing them, right? But you don't have to recruit nobody to get your money back in taxes and stop overpaying, okay? Second thing, guys, your credit. Your credit. If your credit scores are not 700 and above, guys, you got to do something. Why? Because you're overpaying in interest rates and insurance premiums. So as we know, when the credit scores go up, the interest rates and insurance premiums come down. So if we can get your credit scores up, lower those interest rates and insurance premiums, guess what? We're pushing that money where? Back into your household, guys. Back into your household. This is something that's powerful. So you started a home-based business. You now saved money in taxes, right? So that extra money is going back into your household. You increase your credit score so you can lower those interest rates and insurance premiums. So guess what? Where that money is going? Shift it back into your household. Now we talk about debt. If you have debt, guys, anything from mortgages, college debt, credit cards, whatever the case, now we got to start working on strategies to eliminate that debt in record time, right? Saving you thousands on interest. When we eliminate that debt and you're not paying that money out on debt, guess where that money is going? Back into your household, okay? So just from those three strategies alone, right? Lessening the taxes, right? Learning how to turn your expenses into deductions, increasing your credit score so the interest rates and insurance premiums can come down. You're eliminating debt. And then on top of that, taking those bills that you pay every single month. What if you could reduce those bills and keep more of your money, right? So now all of those areas that your money's been going out, right? To the government, the banks, and big business. Now you can start to get that money back. That doesn't require you to recruit anybody. And the cool thing about this opportunity, guys, is that we have a team of licensed experts that do all the work. So who's gonna adjust and fill out your W-4 for you? Our experts, our enrolled agents with the IRS. All you have to do is submit your last 2 pay stubs and most recent tax return. They get the information, they fill it out for you, they send it back, you take it to your job on your next paycheck, boom, you got an instant pay raise. That takes just a couple of minutes just to upload that information. Your credit scores. All you got to do is pull your credit reports, upload them in your back office, and guess who takes care of them? Our licensed experts. Utilizing the Fair Credit Act laws that protect us, they're going to use those, leverage those, and go out there and fight for you guys, right? You don't got to get on the phone with the creditors. You ain't got to send letters yourself. You don't have to do anything. You just upload that information, and them experts take care of it for you. Number 3, all you have to do for the debt, to eliminate your debt, is input your information so our experts can put together a game plan to show you how to pay off your debt in record time, saving you thousands of dollars on interest. Thousands of dollars on interest. And you didn't have to do the work. You didn't have to come up with the game plan. You just input the information. These are your team of licensed experts. So now when you start to get that under wraps, guys, and you're getting your money back into your household, you now have more income to be able to make investments. Make that money make money for you 24/7, right? And we have our experts, our wealth experts, that's going to show you the best ways to save, grow, and protect your money tax-free with no risk of loss. They're also going to talk to you about things called land banking. To be able to go out, they survey areas out here in the United States in the path of growth and show you how to purchase a piece of that land 20 to 40% below the market value. So when those companies and those developers come in and they look and they want your piece of land, you can now cash out at the retail cost by selling that land to them. Okay. So this is something that's relevant for everything. And here's the beautiful part about it. I haven't told y'all about recruiting or doing nothing, right? And we're already getting money back into your household. So just imagine now, as you see the results, you go out and share your results with other people that's tired of overpaying in taxes, that's tired of seeing their credit scores low and they paying these high interest rates, people who are tired of being in debt, people who haven't even started thinking about their retirement. You go and you look for these people and you share your results and you show them the information and they say, I want to get on board. And guess what? You get them patched into the experts. You don't have to be the expert. You don't have to be licensed. You don't got to go to school and have a degree. How awesome is it to go out there and tell somebody else that is struggling during this time? And I can tell you, out of 10 people that you speak to, possibly 9 of those 10 people need exactly what we are offering. And you can create yourself an additional income. We get paid 10 different ways just to go out and share and expose with people. I don't have to sit down and try to explain taxes to you. I don't have to do any of those things. All I got to do is share my excitement, show y'all the results from me utilizing the experts and these strategies for me and my family. And then when you say, you know what, I need that, and you get on board, I'll show you how to get things set up, and then let the experts go to work on your behalf. Guys, I mean, it gets no easier than that. It truly gets no easier than that. And it's relevant for right now. Because in a pandemic right now, who really wants to overpay in taxes? Let's be real. In a pandemic right now, who really can afford to have bad credit and overpaying in interest and insurance premiums? During a pandemic, how many people can afford to be in debt, not knowing when they're ever going to be out of debt because the creditor's plan was never designed for you to ever get out of debt? How many people are okay with not having money set aside for their retirement? See, like I said, you can go out here chasing after these opportunities that look good and sound good. You can go out here because somebody told you won't have to do much work and you can just sign up and get spillover and do all of these different things. But I can definitely tell you what these companies aren't teaching you. They're not teaching any of their people financial literacy. And that's facts. Because I've been doing this over 6 years. Not one company has ever educated me on how the financial game really works. It was always about recruiting. It was always about making money. It was always about being at these events. It was always about these things. And it was never things that everybody needed. When I was in travel, there's not a lot, people love to travel, right? Which is cool. But is that something that's needed and relevant right now? No. Health and wellness, selling teas and all of that stuff. Great. That's okay. I mean, you make money that way. But is that something relevant for right now? Right? So you got to find things that truly make sense, like a one-size-fit-all type of opportunity. No matter the background, doesn't matter anything else. The background, the learning curve, whatever. It doesn't matter. Everybody can win here. Because when you got a team of licensed experts, you ain't doing the work. And if you know how to upload and input information that's needed to help you with your situation, there's no way that you can lose. There's nothing that you can mess up when you got licensed experts with over 30 years of experience in the industry that understand all the tax laws, the credit laws, the debt laws, and things that protect you. You don't have to sit down and do the research. You don't have to sit down and understand all of these things and make the adjustments when laws change and all of this stuff. You got experts that's right there at your exposure, so that way you can go out here and truly make wealth real in your life. That's why I get so excited about sharing this. Now, if you already have a business, okay, you may be in another company online, which is perfectly fine. But if they're not showing, if you are still working a job and working with them opportunities and they haven't showed you how to adjust your W-4, you need to get this membership for yourself. If you over there recruiting and making money and they haven't showed you how to get your credit fixed so you can increase your score so them insurance rates and interest rates can come down, guys, you need to get this membership. You ain't got to worry about the business. You already have a business. You already have a business. Why not leverage the experts to make sure that you are not making any mistakes and leaving any money on the table? Why not get the membership, leverage the experts so they can help you make sure that you're taking full advantage of your tax benefits, getting your credit right, eliminating that debt, reducing those bills so that way you can have more money so they can show you where to invest so you can truly start building for your retirement. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. Like I said, it truly, truly, truly makes sense. And I'm sharing this with you guys, and I'm telling you because I was speaking to some lady, and she had told me the other day, she said that, to get started, when I told her the amount to get started, she said, oh, that's a little steep. She said that was a little steep to get started, and the monthly was too steep, right? But not understanding what this opportunity truly has to offer. Not understanding what it truly has to offer. It was too steep. But when you think about it, if you don't utilize these strategies, if you think the cost of starting a business here is too steep, think of what your financial situation is costing you now by doing nothing. Just think about that. For years, you've been doing the same things, and look where you're at right now. So why not make that sacrifice? Why not make that jump? And then on top of that, guys, here we protect your investment. Let me tell you why. Because we guarantee your success or your money back. So if you invest your money in our strategies, experts, opportunity don't make or save you more money than you invested, guys, you get a full refund. You get a full refund.
There's somebody at the door.
All right, hold up real quick. Hold up.
There's someone at the door.
Hold up. Come on. Sit down. Sit down.
Is this a package? Maybe for Christmas.
Make sure you have the room cleaned up.
Can we put away our Christmas?
All right, my bad, y'all. Had Amazon come to the door. So anyways, but guys, I just want you guys to understand, if you missed any of this, go back to the beginning, listen in, check it out. On my page tonight, I'll be running a watch party, so stay tuned. We're gonna have some of our top leaders in our company that's gonna be showing you the information. Because 80% of what we do is visual. 80% of what we do is visual. So I could talk to you guys about it all day. I can share my excitement, share my results, but you got to see it for yourself. You got to hear some of these testimonies that, man, like people who have truly been impacted by this and utilizing these strategies and our experts, you got to hear them testimonies. Because, I mean, these are some of the most powerful testimonies I've heard in my life. And I know I got my own testimony, but some of these other ones, I was like, man, I mean, it's just crazy to see. I mean, talking about nurses, essential workers that they make a lot of money and they get taxed a lot, to being able to utilize these strategies, start a business with us, and then be able to bring in $700, $800 extra a month into their paycheck. And then on top of that, being able to be shown how to turn their expenses into deductions so they can actually go in and lessen the amount that the government can tax you on. I mean, man, I'm telling y'all need to come on. Stop playing. Stop playing and get ready. Because if you don't take advantage of this and you continue doing what you are doing right now, you are putting you and your family at risk financially. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but somebody needs to talk to you guys in a serious manner and say, hey, listen, it's time for you guys to make the change now. It's time for you guys to leverage these strategies and understand the rules of the wealthy and how the money game works. We've been on the other side of the money game and losing for so many years. So when you get a chance to find out what the wealthy been doing, how the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer, when you get that information, it will change your mindset. It'll change how you walk. It'll change how you look at life. It'll change how you move. It will change everything because you wasted so many years not knowing this information and struggling financially the whole time, right? And now you get this information that could truly change your life. Guys, I'm telling you, it has been an absolute blessing because during this pandemic, the people that were smart enough to take advantage was not affected by this pandemic and will not be affected by this pandemic because this is a recession-proof opportunity. We selling no lotions, potions, and butt creams. This is something that truly matters and can literally change your life. Like I said, I've been doing this over a year and a half. March will be my 2-year anniversary. That says a lot. Most people in this industry don't last 90 days in a company before they jump ship or quit. But to be in a company for over a year and a half, going on 2 years, should open your eyes to the fact that it works. And to be able to truly build longevity with a company that's not going anywhere. And we still at the ground level. This is the time for you to take full advantage of what's going on because there's going to be an explosion happen in this company because of what we bring to the table that's truly helping to give people a second chance at living a life that they thrown in the towel on. Y'all, a lot of people that gave up. Credit been bad. You so used to being denied. You like, okay, that's, it is what it is. I'll just pay these higher interest rates. You go to work, you work your butt off for your family, you're overpaying taxes, don't know how to get off around that, whatever. Just keep overpaying the taxes and waiting for a refund to come through every single year. Got that debt that's been hanging over your head for years. You don't know how to pay that off because it seems like you paying the minimum payments is not moving. And you just throw your hands up and say, you know what? It is what it is. I'm just going to be in debt for the rest of my life. See, we giving you an opportunity to take away them excuses and show you true strategies that can help you out. It's time for you to take advantage. Like I said, I can't make you do it. All I can do is put the information in front of you. It's like if I invite you over to eat and you hungry, I could put the food on the plate for you. I could sit the plate in front of you with the utensils next to it, but I'm not going to sit there and pick every bite and put it in your mouth. I'm just not going to do that. You got to feed yourself. And once you get this information, with a team of licensed experts, there's no way that you can lose if you play it right. So, that being said, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said, man, feels good to just get back on here and just share some information with y'all, man, for my Facebook family, my YouTube family, my Instagram family, anywhere that you see these videos. If anybody shares this video with you guys, man, I'm telling you, get back with them. Get this information. Look into this information. Internalize, let it marinate in your brain and really ask yourself, can you afford not to take advantage of this opportunity? Ask yourself that. And if the answer is no, man, I'm telling you, let's go. Let's go. We here to help. We here to rock out with y'all and show you guys a way. We're not telling you what we read on Google and what nobody, we showing y'all real results, real testimonies. People have truly been impacted. There's some stories that could resonate with you, and I want to share that with you. So if you guys want more information, like I said, every night for the next 10 days or so, we're going to be sharing this information, showing the presentation so you can actually see it for yourself. Okay? Because I gave y'all a lot here. But sometimes it going one ear and out the other. But if you could see it for yourself, everything that I'm telling you right now will come into context, and it's going to make all the sense in the world. And I'm super excited to welcome you guys to our team, to our family here. And it's time to make some changes because I truly believe in my heart, guys, that this one opportunity, this one company can single-handedly change what's happening in this economy alone. I truly believe that. Okay? So, with that being said, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to listen at this message today. I hope this really resonates with you. I hope that you play this video multiple times just to hear what I'm speaking about, to hear my passion and my excitement behind sharing this information with you, and I hope it truly makes sense. I hope that you take the time to click the share button. Get your loved ones involved, guys. Get them involved. You will thank me later. I'm telling you, if you do exactly what this company has set out to do and you just follow the blueprint, there is absolutely no way that you can lose. No way. Okay? So y'all enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. God bless. Stay tuned for the next video. You know I'm coming.